I've got to reach you, I've got to see you.
Conflict within yourself, as a rule, happens between the conscious part of your mind and the unconscious part. Do you ever say to yourself, well, a part of me wants to do this, but then again another part of me wants to do that? If you do, then you can be sure that there's an inner conflict going on. Basically, these conflicting parts are sub-personalities with intentions that are sometimes conflicting. Having conflicting parts gets you nowhere but to uncertainty. They are an open invitation to anxiety, stress, and lose of self-confidence.
With this in mind, it is important to eradicate them as soon as they manifest themselves. Self-destruction is one of the symptoms you can expect when parts of you are in conflict. This is when that everything that you try to do to reach your goal is hindered by one of the parts. If you can realize that self-destruction is just your unconscious mind's way of communicating with you. Once you know this, then you can help it by trying to find out its positive intention behind the behavior that is hindering you from reaching your goal. Every behavior has a positive intent. For instance, the positive intent behind someone stuffing themselves with chocolate might be to relax. The positive intent behind someone smoking might be to feel part of a group.
While you all have conflicting thoughts in one or another, it is essential that you know how to combat them, and to know how to resolve them. If you resolve your inner conflicts, you will then be able to immensely develop your self-esteem, as well as having a healthier and happier life.
Parts integration using NLP.
These are the steps you should follow to bring together your conflicting parts under one common purpose. This technique is taken from NLP and is called parts integration or visual squash. Read all the steps before trying the technique.
For this technique to work, you have to find that common intention that each part has before you integrate them. It is a good idea to talk to each of the parts, and to then realize that each part has a positive intention for the other. Also to have them acknowledge that their conflict is hindering both of them from achieving their common goal.
Step 1. Find a quiet place to sit down, so you won't be disturbed.
Step 2. Identify two parts of yourself that are in conflict. For example, a part of you wants to be healthy and slim, but another part of you puts up all kinds of barriers and excuses every time you want to diet and exercise. Hold both of your hands in front of you so that your palms face the ceiling. Now ask the problem part to come out and stand on one of the face-up palms. Let the part choose which hand. The problem part in this example would be the one that doesn't want to diet and exercise.
Step 3. Now imagine the part as a person, maybe it could be a relative, or someone you know. What does this part look like, sound like, and feel like?
Step 4. Now ask the non-problem part to come out and stand on the other hand. For this example, this would be the one that wants to be slim and healthy.
Step 5. Also imagine this part as a person, like before. It could be a relative, or someone you know. What does this part look like, sound like, and feel like?
Step 6. Starting with the problem part, ask it about its intention. Why don't you want to be slim and healthy? The answer will be something like, I want you to enjoy your food. Now ask it again. Why do you want me to enjoy my food? The answer will probably be something like this, because I want you to be happy. What you need to do is till you ask more questions until you establish the highest positive intention of the part.
Step 7. Now ask the second part about its intention. Ask questions until you get this part highest intention. Your goal is have the two parts agree on a common goal, which is happiness in this case. The more you go up in the hierarchy of intentions, the more you will find that the parts start to agree with each other.
Step 8. Once you have agreement, ask each part what resources it has that the other part would find useful in attaining their common goal. The part that doesn't like to be healthy might say something like, I have the ability to figure out solutions to problems. The part that wants to be healthy might say that it has the ability to get things done.
Step 9. Bring both hands together, and as you are doing that, talk to both parts and tell them that they both have the same purpose and that there is no need for a conflict. If you hold your hands out a little way in front of you while you are doing this parts integration, your hands will automatically come together. When your hands have come together, then hold both of them firmly. This will send a message to your subconscious telling it that the parts have integrated. Good luck.